Fortnite has seen its fair share of top players, but one has left a mark like no other. His achievements have earned him the title of the face of Fortnite. Let's dive into what makes Cody Conrod the player everyone is talking about. He started out as a regular kid who just fell in love with gaming and went on to become one of the most recognizable faces in the industry. This is the rise of Clix. So first things first, who is Clix? Cody Clix Conrod was born on January 7th, 2005 in his hometown of Connecticut in the USA. And ever since he was a kid, he was absolutely obsessed with video games. Little did he know, he had the chance to do just that. Because with the launch of Fortnite in September 2017, Clix's motivation would hit an all-time high, and he spent hours upon hours grinding the game with the hope of becoming one of the best. The only problem with this was his PC was, well, let's just say it wasn't the best, and he was well aware that his peripherals were holding him back, and therefore he came up with a plan. Now this plan actually involved his dad, and he cooked up an offer that his dad just couldn't refuse. This is the part of the story that I like to call the proposition. After signing the contract, Clix got his dream PC, and he knew it was time to lock in on Fortnite, which was exactly what he did. Although we all know him today as one of the best competitive players of all time, Clix actually started his journey away from the main stage, and this was playing mostly creative. So in order to earn the money back that he borrowed from his father, he played thousands upon thousands of wagers. For anyone who doesn't know what a wager is, it's basically when two players put up money, then they go head to head in any type of 1v1 that they choose. This will usually be build fights, box fights, or zone wars, and then whatever player comes out on top walks away with all of the money. And let's just say Clix didn't lose very often. In fact, he even went on an iconic 100 win streak in box fight wagers.
They said you couldn't go 100-0, Clix, so what did you do?
Let's go!
Because of this, he gained an insane amount of respect in the community as one of the best 1v1 players. Now, all of this creative practice helped Clix better understand how to counter any sort of playstyle and taught him every trick in the book. And this is when Clix would start his competitive journey. Clix rose onto the competitive scene after qualifying for the 2019 Fortnite World Cup. But he didn't just qualify. He actually qualified a record amount of 5 times. In duos, he placed 2nd and 4th alongside his duo Skeptic, and in solos he placed 7th, 3rd, and 1st. This historic performance proved Clix's potential, and he instantly became one of the favorites to win the World Cup.
Let's go, baby.
Even getting him signed to one of the top esports organizations, Misfits. Even though Clix was one of the best players in the world at this time, you have to remember that he was still only a kid, and this was an insane amount of pressure to put on someone at such a young age. So due to a lack of preparation and maybe stage fright, he only managed a disappointing 35th place in duos and 18th in solos. But remember, this is the Fortnite World Cup we're talking about. So even with these placements, he earned around 185,000 US dollars. But this wasn't enough for Clix. He knew he was the best, and soon he would have the chance to prove exactly that. Because after the World Cup, we went into Season X. And with it, the first ever Fortnite Championship Series event, also known as FNCS, in which he placed 7th, where he earned another 12,000 USD, split between himself and his teammates, Spades and Crims. Now, although this was nowhere near the amount of money he earned at the World Cup, Clix wanted to prove that he was one of the best players in the world, and that he wasn't what people call a qualifier warrior. And this placement did just that. Being able to place so high against all the best players in NA East proved that Clix was a force to be reckoned with. Sadly, it was a long time before Clix managed to see himself in the top 10 of any FNCS again, as his placements for the following FNCSs were 18th in Chapter 2 Season 1, 19th in Chapter 2 Season 2, 27th in Chapter 2 Season 3, and 14th in Chapter 2 Season 4. In Chapter 2 Season 5 is where things really turned around for Clix, and he managed to break into the top 5 again, alongside the World Cup champion Booga and FaZe Bizzle. During this time, he also left Misfits and joined the best organization in the history of Fortnite competitive, NRG. Sadly, after his impressive 5th place finish, he failed to qualify for next season's FNCS, and then he placed dead last in the next one. Clix knew something had to change. During the last season of Chapter 2, Clix took the risky decision to drop his trio of Bucky and Creo, picking up two decently underrated players, Tahi and Sprite. But this risk obviously paid off, as Clix, Tahi and Sprite placed 18th in that season's FNCS, which was his best placement in over a year. With the end of Chapter 2 and the start of Chapter 3, Clix knew he had to try something different, and he took a chance on an unknown controller player called Day, who I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with now. Now this turned out to be an amazing idea, as he tied for his best ever FNCS placement of 7th the first season that he played with Day. Unfortunately, this performance seemed to have been an exception, as they proceeded to place 35th in the next season. This placement must have been a massive hit for Clix, as he decided to lock in. As in the last season of Chapter 3, Clix decided to pick up a new duo by the name of Dukes, and against all odds, they managed to pick up a 4th place, almost getting Clix his first podium finish in the FNCS. Around this time, we start to notice a trend in Clix's placements, as after every good placement comes a bad one. And we can see this because in Chapter 4 Season 1, Clix placed 29th. It was around this time that Epic Games decided to merge NA East and NA West, making NA Central servers. This moved the servers to Dallas, Texas. This actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise for Clix, as by now Clix had turned into a content machine and was able to move directly on top of the servers. This meant that Clix had a huge advantage over most players, as he had 0 ping. Now, for any of you that play Fortnite, you understand how overpowered 0 ping is. You basically just have better connection than almost everyone in your lobby. So when giving this to a player as good as Clix, it gets scary. But for some reason, this advantage didn't really seem to help Clix at all. In fact, he actually failed to qualify for the following season's grand final, and only placing 23rd in the next one. This meant that Clix had not qualified for the 2023 Global Championship. Following this streak of bad performances, Clix grinded harder than ever before, and in Chapter 5, his placements were 4th in Season 1, 14th in Season 2, and 4th again in Season 3, earning his spot in the 2024 Global Championships, where he placed 11th. This performance proved once again that Clix is one of the top competitors in Fortnite history. There is, however, an aspect of Clix's career that I haven't mentioned yet, and this is his social media presence. Even though he's never come first in a tournament, Clix is perceived as the face of Fortnite competitive because of his massive social media presence. As of the recording of this video, Clix has around 2.4 million followers just on Twitter. He also has 3.2 million subscribers on YouTube, where he uploads regularly, averaging between 200,000 and 2 million views per video. He also has over 7.8 million followers on Twitch, where he streams consistently and averages around 4,000 consecutive viewers each stream. Today, Clix is the co-owner of the esports Xset. He streams a variety of things beside Fortnite and has multiple TV appearances. He's also one of the biggest and most recognizable faces in all of gaming, and he isn't showing any signs of slowing down, investing in himself and his content every single day and expanding on his brand as much as possible. It's safe to say Clix's name is gonna be around for a while, as he's continuing to grow his brand and compete at the highest level. I think it's safe to say his dad is very happy that he accepted Clix's deal.